Here are 101 facts about Triumph motorcycles, because a company that built motorcycles for both the World Wars and now builds retro bikes for hipsters deserves some spotlight. From bicycle beginnings to British icon. Number 1. Triumph's first motorcycle wasn't fully their own. It used a Belgian Minerva engine on a bicycle frame, but by 1905, just 3 years later, they were making their own engines. That's serious engineering ambition, from assembling to designing complete power plants practically overnight. Number 2. Triumph motorcycles began in 1902 in Coventry, but actually traces back to 1885 when German immigrant Siegfried Bettmann started selling bicycles in London under the Triumph name. Not just a bike shop owner, Bettmann wanted to build a global brand. Number 3. When you ride a modern Triumph, you're feeling engineering that prioritizes character over sterile perfection. That distinctive parallel twin thump or the triple's unique power delivery aren't accidents. They're deliberate choices creating personality rather than just chasing performance numbers. Number 4. During German bombing in 1940, Triumph's entire Coventry factory was obliterated. Amazingly, workers found one perfectly intact motorcycle standing in the rubble, like a phoenix refusing to die. Within 18 months, they'd somehow resumed production while Britain was still fighting the war. Number 5. Triumph produced over 30,000 motorcycles for Allied forces during World War I, with dispatch riders using them to deliver crucial messages when communication lines were cut. These weren't just vehicles, they were lifelines that could determine battlefield outcomes. Number 6. The Type H Trusty from 1915 became famous during World War I for battlefield reliability so impressive that soldiers gave it the nickname, "When your life depends on your machine," starting every time in the worst conditions imaginable. That's the ultimate endorsement. Number 7. After rebuilding from bombing, Triumph supplied over 40,000 motorcycles for World War II. Imagine that production achievement during severe wartime rationing and material shortages, all while dodging German bombers targeting British manufacturing. Number 8. Most people don't know Triumph initially disapproved of Marlon Brando riding their Thunderbird in The Wild One, fearing association with rebellion, until American dealers reported 40% sales increases after the film. Talk about stumbling into history's coolest accidental marketing campaign. Number 9. The iconic Triumph logo and tank shape have remained largely unchanged since the 1930s, creating one of motorcycling's most instantly recognizable designs. That kind of styling longevity is virtually unheard of in vehicle manufacturing, the motorcycle equivalent of Coca-Cola's bottle shape. Number 10. Edward Turner's 1937 Speed Twin revolutionized motorcycling with its parallel twin, doubling power of single-cylinder bikes in a package only 25% larger. This elegant solution established a design influencing virtually every manufacturer for the next half-century. Number 11. The Speed Twin could hit 90 miles per hour. Absolutely mind-blowing in the 30s when family cars struggled to reach 50. Imagine the feeling of going nearly twice as fast as anything else on roads back then. Proper supercar performance for the price of a motorcycle. Number 12. What most folks don't realize is that original parallel twins solved a problem stumping motorcycle engineers for years, adding power without making bikes enormous. Turner's design was so brilliantly simple that competitors spent years trying to replicate its perfect balance. Number 13. The Bonneville launched in 1959 and named after Utah's Salt Flats where Triumph set speed records, has become motorcycling's longest running nameplate with combined production exceeding 380,000 units. Even people who know nothing about bikes recognize a Bonnie. Number 14. Johnny Allen hit 193.7 miles per hour at Bonneville in 1955 on a Triumph Streamliner, achieving speeds commercial airliners flew at using a modified 650cc twin producing roughly 100 horsepower. Absolutely mental speed for the era. Number 15. Steve McQueen's iconic motorcycle jump in The Great Escape wasn't actually performed by McQueen, but by his mate Bud Ekins after film producers forbade the actor from attempting it. McQueen still loved Triumph so much he owned over 200 motorcycles, with Triumph his clear favorite. Phoenix from the Ashes. Number 16. When Triumph's Meriden factory faced closure in 1973, workers staged an extraordinary 18-month sit-in protest. These weren't just employees, they were passionate craftsmen who literally barricaded themselves inside for over a year rather than let their bikes die. Number 17. Those same Meriden workers formed their own cooperative to buy and run the factory, producing Bonnevilles as worker owners from 1975 to 83. This wasn't just unusual, it was one of Britain's longest worker ownership experiments during a period of serious industrial turmoil. Number 18. Despite tremendous passion, the worker cooperative eventually collapsed against Japanese competition, limited development capital, and aging designs. Despite building motorcycles with incredible pride, the cooperative Triumph finally went bankrupt in 1983, seemingly ending the story forever. Number 19. John Bloor, a property developer with zero motorcycle industry experience, bought the Triumph name in 1983 for about £250,000, an absolute bargain for what would become one of manufacturing's greatest brand revivals. Talk about a legendary business investment. Number 20. Bloor didn't rush. He spent 7 years and millions developing an entirely new motorcycle range before selling a single bike. When you ride a modern Triumph, you're experiencing the results of that remarkable patience and commitment to getting it right, rather than getting it quick. Number 21. While Triumph's revival was celebrated, those first Hinckley models had serious reliability issues. Oil leaks, electrical gremlins, and transmission failures plagued early adopters. Owners joked that Triumph stood for "try riding it under massive patience." British character included British problems. Number 22. The 1968 Triumph Trident was the world's first production 750cc triple-cylinder motorcycle, beating BSA, who owned the same design, to market by mere days. This three-cylinder revolution created Triumph's signature engine character that still defines the brand today. Number 23. Triumph's triple-cylinder engines deliver a unique blend of twin-like torque with four-cylinder smoothness, an engineering middle ground no other manufacturer has consistently embraced. When you crack the throttle on a street triple, that distinctive surge is unlike any other motorcycle. Number 24. This engineering distinction comes at a cost. Triumph's triples require more complex manufacturing and maintenance intervals, typically 30% more frequent than Japanese competitors. When you choose character over convenience, there's always a trade-off worth considering. Number 25. The 2004 Rocket 3 shattered motorcycle conventions with its massive 2,294cc engine, 50% larger than anything from Harley Davidson and producing a staggering 147 pound-feet of torque. Absolute mechanical madness. Number 26. Despite its record-breaking engine, the original Rocket 3 polarized buyers with its 700-pound weight and limited cornering clearance, creating a spectacular engineering achievement that many admired but fewer actually purchased. Sometimes bigger isn't always better, even in motorcycling. And number 27. The modern Rocket 3's 2,500cc triple produces more torque than a Porsche 911 from an engine about 1/4 the size. Twist the throttle and it doesn't just accelerate. It feels like the horizon is being yanked toward you by some invisible force. Number 28. Triumph held the world motorcycle speed record for almost 15 consecutive years, an unparalleled period of dominance no other manufacturer has matched. This wasn't just breaking records occasionally, this was owning an entire category of achievement for over a decade. Number 29. Triumph's racing heritage includes victories at the Isle of Man TT, the world's most dangerous and prestigious motorcycle race, with a dominant period during the 60s when they were the machines to beat on the mountain course. Proper racing pedigree, not just marketing fluff. Number 30. What most racing fans don't know is Triumph completely disappeared from premier competition for 33 years between 1972 and 2005. An entire generation of motorcycle enthusiasts grew up never seeing a Triumph factory team on major podiums. Number 31. During those 3 decades of racing absence, Japanese manufacturers built their racing legends while Triumph's once proud track heritage gathered dust. Glory days of Bonneville records and Isle of Man victories faded into distant memory for anyone under 40. Number 32. When Triumph finally returned to racing with the Daytona 675, they faced competitors with 33 years of continuous development they'd missed. It wasn't just a comeback, it was like stepping into a time machine and trying to make up for lost decades. Number 33. When Evel Knievel attempted his infamous Caesar's Palace fountain jump on a Triumph in 1967, the crowd crash broke his pelvis, femur, hip, wrist, and both ankles. Yet rather than hurt Triumph's image, his continued loyalty actually reinforced the Bonneville's legendary toughness. Number 34. Triumph's selection as exclusive engine supplier for Moto2 racing in 2019 represented an extraordinary achievement, beating established competitors to provide 35 identical 765 cubic centimeter triples, producing 140 horsepower for World Championship racing. Number 35. The 1994 Speed Triple helped pioneer the modern naked bike trend, stripping away fairings to reveal mechanical beauty and creating a more upright, aggressive stance that influenced virtually every manufacturer. Those iconic bug-eye headlights became an instantly recognizable signature. Number 36. Street Triple, launched in 2007, became one of Triumph's best sellers by taking the Daytona Sport Bike's performance and packaging it more comfortably. It's like getting a thoroughbred racehorse that's also happy being your everyday riding companion. The best of both worlds. Number 37. Triumph's Tiger adventure bikes offer everything from light off-road capability to continent-crossing comfort. These aren't just motorcycles, they're passport alternatives that can literally take you anywhere in the world you fancy going, from suburban commuting to Mongolian wilderness. Number 38. Not all Triumph models succeeded. The Trophy 1200 Tourer failed to challenge Honda and BMW despite solid engineering, with dealers struggling to sell enough units to justify continued development. Even legendary manufacturers sometimes miss the mark despite their best efforts. Number 39. The 1975 to 83 worker-owned Triumph Cooperative basically operated as a socialist experiment within capitalist Britain. Factory workers with oil under their fingernails essentially saying, if the owners won't keep this brand alive, we will. Extraordinary dedication to a motorcycle. Number 40. Modern Hinckley factory represents the complete opposite of old Meriden Works. While the former required 6+ hours of labor per motorcycle, today's facility uses robotics and lean manufacturing requiring just 90 minutes of human labor per bike, while maintaining distinctively British character. Number 41. Triumph is now the largest UK-owned motorcycle manufacturer, employing over 2,500 people worldwide and producing approximately 65,000 motorcycles annually. When you buy a Triumph, you're supporting British engineering expertise in a Japanese-dominated industry. Number 42. Despite its iconic status, Triumph produces just 65,000 motorcycles yearly compared to Honda's 20+ million, making each Triumph statistically over 300 times rarer than a Honda. It's the difference between mass production and premium manufacturing. Engineering excellence. Number 43. Triumph produces its own engines and frames in-house rather than outsourcing like many manufacturers, maintaining control over the crucial components defining a motorcycle's character. When you ride one, you're experiencing a fully Triumph-designed machine, not parts from various suppliers. Number 44. The brand is known for exceptional paint and chrome finishes, with fuel tanks receiving multiple layers of hand-finished paint and buffing you can actually feel with your fingertips. Run your hand across a Triumph tank and you'll notice the difference in depth compared to mass-produced finishes. Number 45. The Thruxton RS is a high-performance cafe racer looking like it rolled straight out of 1960s London, while performing like a modern sport bike, over 100 horsepower and premium Öhlins suspension. A time machine that happens to go very, very fast by any standard. Number 46. The Scrambler 1200 combines vintage styling with genuine off-road capability, proving that looking good and functioning well aren't mutually exclusive. Take one down a dirt road and you'll be amazed how something so Instagram-worthy actually handles rough terrain with proper competence. Number 47. What engineers don't tell you is Triumph's distinctive triple-engine sound comes from specific firing intervals, creating that characteristic intake howl and exhaust note. It's engineered music. The mechanical symphony you're hearing isn't accidental, but carefully orchestrated mechanical harmony. Number 48. Triumph's Shift Assist allows clutch-less gear changes on many models. Technology originally developed for racing, now available on street bikes. When you're riding, this means changing gears without losing acceleration or disturbing the chassis, like having race team equipment on your daily ride. Number 49. The modern Bonneville T120 produces more than double the horsepower of the original 1959 model while maintaining nearly identical appearance. It's like having your classic vinyl record collection digitally remastered. The same experience, but with dramatically improved technical quality. Number 50. The My Triumph app provides navigation, phone, and music integration, showing how this heritage brand embraces modern technology without sacrificing classic appeal. It's the best of both worlds. Vintage character paired with cutting-edge convenience that previous generations could only dream about. Legendary lineage. Number 51. Marlon Brando's Triumph Thunderbird in 1954's The Wild One transformed the brand's image overnight. Before Brando, motorcycles were primarily seen as practical transportation. After him, they became powerful symbols of freedom and individual expression throughout popular culture. Number 52. Triumph has appeared in Mission Impossible, The Matrix, and No Time to Die, continuing its cinematic legacy into the modern era. When Tom Cruise or Keanu Reeves rides a Triumph, they're extending a Hollywood tradition dating back nearly 70 years to Brando's rebellious image. Number 53. The Triumph Owners Motorcycle Club is one of the largest single-brand clubs globally, with chapters in dozens of countries connecting owners through rides and events. Buy a Triumph and you're not just getting a motorcycle, you're gaining entry to a passionate worldwide community. Number 54. Triumph's factory visitor experience in Hinckley offers tours and a museum featuring over 60 historic models. When visiting, you're literally walking through motorcycle history while watching the future being built as modern Triumphs roll off the production line before your eyes. Number 55. Triumph's adventure experience offers professional off-road training in Wales and Thailand, helping Tiger owners maximize their bike's capability under expert guidance. It's like having a personal coach teach you to use every bit of your motorcycle's potential in challenging environments. Number 56. Most dealers don't mention that Triumph ownership requires more dedication than Japanese bikes. With just 200 American dealers compared to Honda's 1,300, many owners face longer trips for service and parts delays of 2-3 weeks longer than Japanese brand. Number 57. Despite these ownership challenges, surveys show over 80% of Triumph owners choose another Triumph for their next motorcycle. This isn't just brand loyalty, it's a statement about prioritizing character, heritage, and emotional connection over absolute convenience and practicality. Number 58. Triumph motorcycles hold value better than many competitors. Models like Thruxton R and Bonneville retaining approximately 75% after 3 years, compared to 65% for Japanese alternatives. This significantly reduces the actual cost of ownership over time. At number 59. Triumph's engineering philosophy consistently values character over clinical perfection. Deliberate design choices sacrificing some efficiency for more engaging experiences. It's the motorcycle equivalent of choosing vinyl records over digital streaming. Technically less perfect, but somehow more authentic. Number 60. The company's For the Ride slogan reflects prioritizing rider experience over specifications, emphasizing how motorcycles make riders feel rather than just performance metrics. This philosophy focuses on emotional connection when many competitors market primarily through technical specifications and number. Number 61. Triumph's Hinckley factory is among the most advanced motorcycle facilities worldwide, using robots alongside skilled craftspeople. Visit on a factory tour and you'll witness surprising collaboration between high-tech automation and traditional craftsmanship, creating each motorcycle that leaves the factory. Number 62. The current Bonneville engine appears air-cooled like the original, but actually uses hidden liquid cooling for emissions compliance. Clever engineering solution maintaining vintage aesthetics while meeting modern environmental standards. Old school looks hiding thoroughly modern engineering under the surface. Number 63. Triumph has expanded beyond motorcycles into a lifestyle brand with over 50 global merchandise stores selling clothing and accessories. The apparel often features subtle branding rather than loud logos, reflecting the understated confidence that defines the Triumph brand itself. Number 64. In the early days, Triumph struggled with quality control and oil leaks, problems they brilliantly reframed as character, compared to more sterile competitors. This marketing genius turned potential fatal flaws into beloved quirks, one of motorcycling's cleverest perspective shifts ever pulled off. Number 65. When most American motorcycle companies focused on heavyweight cruisers, Triumph broke into the US market offering lighter, faster options with distinctive British character, eventually becoming America's favorite favorite imported motorcycle brand during the early 1960s glory days. Number 66. The 1968 Bonneville was capable of hitting the ton, 100 miles per hour, a benchmark that defined cafe racer culture and gave rise to the term ton-up boys for riders who achieved this speed between London transport cafes like the famous Ace. Number 67. The Ace Cafe in London has been a spiritual home for Triumph riders since the 1950s, with the legendary venue still hosting regular Triumph meets today. Visit now and you'll find it looks remarkably similar to when ton-up boys gathered there nearly 70 years ago. Speed Kings. Number 68. Triumph's modular engine platform in the 90s allowed different models to share components while maintaining distinct characters, saving millions in development costs while offering diverse models. This wasn't just good engineering, it was brilliant business strategy enabling the brand's successful revival. Number 69. Unlike most manufacturers who update models annually, Triumph typically runs 4 to 5 year development cycles, focusing on significant improvements rather than minor yearly changes. When you buy a Triumph, you're getting a thoroughly developed design rather than this season's fashion statement. Number 70. What mechanics won't tell you is Triumph's accessible design makes many maintenance tasks easier than Japanese competitors, with better parts access and simpler systems in many cases. The Cat. You'll be performing that maintenance more frequently due to service intervals about 20% shorter. Number 71. Triumph has partnered with Distinguished Gentlemen's Ride charity events, raising millions for men's health through coordinated global rides featuring classically styled motorcycles. It's the perfect pairing, vintage-styled Triumphs with dapper riders supporting worthy causes around the world. Number 72. The Bond Street flagship store in London serves as both retail space and brand showcase, attracting enthusiasts and curious tourists alike. Step inside and you'll discover it feels more like premium lifestyle boutique than traditional motorcycle shop, reflecting Triumph's evolution beyond transportation. Number 73. The Rocket 3 GT Triple Black is a stealthy premium muscle cruiser with blacked out components, creating a menacing aesthetic despite its British refinement. It's the motorcycle equivalent of a tuxedo-wearing spy with a license to thrill, sophisticated but unmistakably dangerous. Number 74. Triumph's Tiger 900 Rally Pro features advanced off-road electronics, including an off-road pro mode that disables virtually all electronic safety systems for experienced riders. It's like having a motorcycle with different personalities, from docile commuter to wild adventure machine at the push of a button. Number 75. When developing the current Tiger range, Triumph engineers spent over 2 years testing prototypes in extreme environments from Arctic cold to Moroccan deserts. When riding through challenging conditions, you're benefiting from thousands of testing hours specifically focused on handling whatever nature throws at you. Number 76. Most successful Triumph racer at Isle of Man was actually privateer Bob McIntyre, winning 3 TT races on Triumph machinery without factory support, proving how competitive even customer versions were against purpose-built racing machines from larger manufacturers with bigger budgets. Number 77. The modern Thruxton was named after a famous British racing circuit where Triumph enjoyed tremendous success during the 1960s. When riding one, you're channeling a specific time and place in British racing history, not just a style, but an actual competitive heritage. Number 78. Speed twin name returned in 2018 after 81-year absence, honoring the revolutionary 1937 original. The model perfectly illustrates Triumph's approach to heritage, not slavishly copying the past, but reinterpreting classic concepts with thoroughly modern engineering solutions. Number 79. Triumph's Street Twin engine uses a 270-degree firing interval rather than traditional 360 degrees, a technical choice creating more torque and distinctive sound. When you hear that offbeat exhaust note, you're experiencing deliberate engineering for character rather than just efficiency. Number 80. The Scrambler 1200 Steve McQueen edition honors the Hollywood legend with special paint and features referencing motorcycles used in The Great Escape. Only limited numbers were produced, making it instantly collectible while still being a fully functional modern motorcycle. Number 81. Triumph's relentless spirit of innovation continues through Project TE1, an electric motorcycle development collaboration with Williams Advanced Engineering aimed at maintaining Triumph's distinctive character in zero-emission form. This isn't following trends, it's actively shaping what electric motorcycles can be. Number 82. Triumph's color palette often includes heritage-inspired options like competition green and cranberry red, shades directly referencing historic Triumph racing liveries from the 1960s and 70s. 70s. These aren't random color choices, but direct connections to specific racing achievements from the brand's past. Number 83. The Triumph Configurator lets potential buyers customize bikes online, experimenting with different colors, accessories, and options before ordering. You're essentially designing your personal interpretation of a Triumph rather than accepting a stock model, making your bike genuinely unique. Beyond the Machine. Number 84. Triumph has produced several James Bond special editions, including the Tiger 900 Bond Edition. When Daniel Craig rides a Triumph in No Time to Die, he's connecting two quintessentially British icons, the world's most famous fictional spy and Britain's most iconic motorcycle manufacturer. Number 85. Despite offering cutting-edge electronics on most models, Triumph deliberately designs modern classics with hidden technology, concealing features like traction control and fuel injection to maintain vintage aesthetics while providing modern safety and reliability. Old school looks hiding thoroughly modern brain. Number 86. Triumph was among first manufacturers to offer standard 2-year unlimited mileage warranty when Japanese competitors typically provided just 1 year. This confident statement reflected Bloor's focus on quality after addressing early Hinckley reliability issues through continuous engineering improvement. Number 87. The company's current CEO, Nick Bloor, is John Bloor's son, making Triumph one of few major motorcycle manufacturers with family leadership continuity. This father-son progression has maintained consistent vision while evolving the brand from survival mode to premium global competitor status. Number 88. When developing the Moto2 racing engine, Triumph engineers had to increase the Street 77765cc engine's redline from 12,000 to 14,000 RPM without sacrificing reliability under race conditions. It's like taking a production car engine and making it Formula 1 capable. Number 89. Unlike many competitors, Triumph conducts extensive cold weather testing in temperatures as low as -40 degrees, ensuring their motorcycles start and operate reliably in extreme conditions. If you've ever experienced a Triumph starting immediately on a freezing morning, this development work is why. Number 90. The company survived bankruptcy during the Great Depression when motorcycle demand plummeted 80%, making it one of few manufacturers to survive this economic devastation. This wasn't just good business, it was an early demonstration of the resilience that would define Triumph's entire history. Number 91. Triumph's Visitor Experience Center displays the 1 millionth motorcycle produced at the Hinckley factory since 1991, a milestone achievement for a company that nearly disappeared completely just 8 years before production restarted under John Bloor's ownership. Number 92. Despite being quintessentially British, Triumph now manufactures some models in Thailand while maintaining design and engineering in the UK. This global approach has kept prices competitive while preserving the brand's British character, a balancing act many heritage brands struggle to achieve successfully. Number 93. Triumph's distinctive tank badge has featured the same basic design since 1936, making it one of the longest continuously used motorcycle emblems in existence. That triangular badge is more than decoration. It's a direct link to pre-war Triumphs from nearly 90 years ago. Number 94. The company has supported land speed record attempts throughout its history, including Guy Martin's 376 miles per hour attempt in 2016. This continues a speed heritage dating back to 1955. The pursuit of pure velocity remains in Triumph's DNA. Number 95. What few realize is that every modern Triumph engine is tested and run in at the factory before installation, quality step many manufacturers skip to reduce costs. When your new Triumph runs smoothly from day one, you're benefiting from this additional manufacturing step. Number 96. Triumph pioneered the factory custom concept with models like the Bobber, offering production motorcycles with the aesthetic of one-off customs but full factory warranty and dealer support. It's like getting a bespoke suit at off-the-rack prices with proper alterations already perfectly done. Number 97. The brand has resisted following industry trends toward ever larger displacement engines, focusing instead on character and rideability rather than specification sheet bragging rights. Their philosophy prioritizes how an engine performs in real-world riding over how it looks on paper. Number 98. When you start a modern Triumph, the electronics run a theatrical startup sequence including needle sweeps on analog gauges and displayed welcome messages, creating an emotional connection moment before every ride. It's a small but deliberate touch, enhancing the the ownership experience. Number 99. Triumph's factory racing team operates from a dedicated facility adjacent to the main Hinckley plant, allowing direct transfer of racing development to production model. That Moto 2 engine technology has already influenced street bike design improvements for regular production motorcycles. Number 100. The story of Triumph embodies resilience, twice facing complete extinction, yet returning stronger each time, demonstrating that the company's spirit mirrors what many seek in motorcycling itself: perseverance, character, and the triumph of passion over practicality. The perfect name for an extraordinary journey. Number 101. Triumph motorcycles aren't just transportation, they're physical embodiments of a 120-year tradition where engineering excellence meets emotional experience, creating machines that, as Triumph's own motto suggests, are fundamentally for the ride rather than just destinations. Hope you are enjoying the video, because that was our last one on today's list, and like the Ducati's transition from radio parts to motorcycle legend, our channel is just beginning its evolution. Subscribe to witness our transformation and help shape what we become.